Right, hello guys, it's Sean here, back with another video on Talk Up TV, and we have a software update on the BYD. So if we go into what we got as features and everything like that, let's just make that a bit bigger. So add BYD Assistant multiple languages, so more languages basically. Add the ICC automatic emergency braking function with automatic deceleration and hazard lights upon prolonged driver hands-off. So what that basically means is if you are on a motorway and you're using adaptive cruise control, it looks like there'll be hazard lights coming on, deceleration for the driver. Like say imagine if you had fallen asleep or had a medical emergency while you were driving and you're in adaptive cruise control, then it'll bring the car to a stop. What it doesn't say is that it will actually come off the lane. So if you're on a motorway, to just actually lower the acceleration and then put hazards on actually probably isn't totally the safest way. So hopefully it will take you off to the side lane as well, which a lot of cars do now. But it's good to see that feature's on there. It's a bit more safety. Add speed adjustment on curve. Looks like there's a bit of adaptive cruise control changes here, which is good. Add ICC handoff penalty function. So it looks like you're going to get penalties if you don't have your hands on the wheel for any. But then on the other one it says, what did it say there? Emergency braking function, yeah. Add ICC hands-off penalty function. So some kind of penalty you're going to receive if you don't have your hands on the steering wheel. Maybe you can't go back into it for a while. Add TSR traffic sign recognition setting memory function. Setting memory function. Not too sure exactly what that means. Optimize Spotify song request function via BYD Assistant. That's interesting. Optimize system UI display with new generation design upgrade. That could be good. It's a new UI display, so it'd be looking a bit different. Optimize driving password feature with BYD app password. We'll already have the password on there. Optimize driving password feature with BYD app password. Interesting. We'll look at that. Optimize translation accuracy in multilingual settings on the screen. Optimize and adjust cruise control by accelerator logic override mode. So it seems like a lot of these things are actually to do with the adaptive cruise control actually. Optimize cruise speed setting lever control logic. Optimize avoidance behavior when nearby vehicle approach. So a lot more safety stuff on here. Optimize ICC maximum activation speed. Optimize radar alert system stability. And optimize reverse radar navigation logic in reverse gear. Okay, so that's what it's all got. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to download it, and then what we'll do is we'll go through it. I won't go through it now because obviously you know, the download process, because it's just going to be probably take quite a while. So sorry about the speed of the aircon. It's really quite warm today. It's it says on there 29 degrees. It's definitely not that warm, but it's warm enough. I don't know if you can see that there actually very clearly. It says 29 there, but it's not that. But it's about 25, 26 I expect. So yeah, just come through on my phone that I got it. So what we're going to do is then we're going to press the upgrade button. Okay, the upgrade process, the vehicle will not be able to drive. Continue the upgrade. Yes. Okay, check-in status. Upgrade will start soon, but we can actually start it now by pressing that. So that's okay. So the upgrade is getting ready. So the aircon's gone off, so I should probably exit the vehicle in a minute. Let this do the upgrade. And then we'll come back and see what it does. What we're going to have to do probably tomorrow or in another video is take it out for the adaptive cruise control changes. I would like to see what the new UI looks like. That's an interesting one. So that means this whole interface will be changing. I think probably a bit more to what we've seen on like the BYD C line and stuff like that. I'm sure it's going to look a bit that way, because I do notice that looks a bit different on the newer ones. But fair play to BYD. They're getting their software updates going now, so that's a really good thing. Anyway, it's getting blistering in this car, so what I'm going to do is step out. I'm going to step out of the car, and we shall let this do its stuff. All right, so when the upgrade's completed, I shall do the next part of this video, which will be we'll just have a little look around the user interface. A lot of it's to do with safety aspects, and also changes to the adaptive cruise control. I think things like slowing down in emergency situations, as we saw there. So we'll see how that all goes. So I shall leave that to upload, and I shall come back and see you soon, guys. Right, okay guys, it's Sean here, back with another extended video from the previous one, which is the software update, which has now been completed. So let me just put that window up. We're getting all the traffic noise there. Sorry about the aircon as well. Well, as you can see, straight away, it's a completely new system on the UI system here. It's completely changed in quite a few ways, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a little bit of what's actually happened with regards to this. It's mainly regarding display and this kind of thing. So instead of having the three modules that we used to have across here, which you could put as favorites kind of thing, they've been done away with now. And everything seems to be down the bottom. So I just want to mute that, because that's going to keep on making that noise otherwise. Right. So anyway, sorry, I'm trying to do this sort of two-handed here. Let's try and get this kind of correct so that you can see what's going on. So as you see along the bottom here, you've got various tiles, and you've got things like your tire pressures, contacts and everything in there. That's your media stuff. So when you click on that, it brings up your Apple CarPlay and all the rest of it, or whatever you're listening to there. So it took me a bit of a while to work out what's actually going on. So, but one of the main changes here on the main screen, of course, is all these wallpapers, which you can get to from either clicking here, which brings up this, and then you've got all these different wallpapers here. So you can select any one you want, apply that, and then you get this different background. Okay. So that's one place you can do it. But also, if you scroll along to here, you'll see it's got this icon here with a little sort of pencil or whatever coming through on there. So when you click on that, it brings up all these other apps. So what you can do, I mean, you can put all of these on the screen down there if you want, but what you can do is select the ones that you want down there as coming along here, as it were, yeah? So things like Spotify, you could add that. You could also add your BYD store as example. Karaoke if you wanted that. Let me just see what else there is. You would probably have down there, but you can actually just put all these things down there. That's vehicle image, you could have that down there. Your themes, you can bring that up in here, so you can have that on the main screen, obviously, rather than just having it over there as well. So that's another feature there. And also you've got your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. If you wanted that one, you could bring that in down there as well. So that's all that kind of stuff. So basically that's what you do. Then you just click it, and then these remain here now, then you see. So these are all here. So you've got the BYD store, so you can click on that and open that up, and then you've got your YouTube and all the rest of it there. Let me just go back there a second, because I thought they were all separate. Oh, here we are. So you've got more settings down here. So like my YouTube, I'd like that on my front page, because if I'm at a charger or something, I can put that on while I'm waiting. Calm radio, I like that one as well. The browser, which you could, I've reached my limit. So you can only have so many. So I can get rid of that one as an example and put the browser in there. Yeah. So you can have up to, so what it looks like, you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can have 8 from the other screen. You can have on here on your front screen, so you can load those on. So that's all good. Then it says there's been adjustments to things like the BYD assistant, the languages and stuff. So I think there's more languages and things like that. Let's just have a quick look at that. So if we go to settings, that brings up our display here, as you see. So if we go to, what do we need to go to for that? Vehicle, would it be? I'm not sure actually now. That's the comfort, intelligent chassis, assistance, field descent control. That's all the same. That's all the same as well. Okay. All right. Yeah. So if we go to, hang on a second. We go back to here then, because I wanted to show you that. In here is the BYD assistant. So let's have a look at that. Oh, it's reached upper limit. So, okay, done. I have to have that just done there. So I've got to get it from the other menu then. You've still got your drop down menu here, so you can select the various things you want here on there. Yeah. So that's interesting. It's got their trunk, which I didn't know you could do from a button here, but you obviously can. So I'm finding out as much about this, guys, as you are. I just went briefly through it, but you've still got these tiles along the bottom here, which are a bit more or less similar to what they were before. So you can get to your aircon from there, as example. So you've got your aircon, auto, on, airflow, etc., etc. So that's all pretty much the same. Your temperature control over there, single phase, of course. So coming back here, let's go down and have a look, and let's just go down all of these, and we'll have a look, shall we? So lights is ambient lighting. I don't think there's too much change there. You can still do have the rhythm lighting or the standard lighting. Exterior is headlight control, so daytime running lights. Turn that on and off by the looks of it. And courtesy lights for when you exit the vehicle. They stay on for a certain length of time. Locks, tailgate height, audio display, which is just literally, which is just like your equalizer and all of that, to be able to sort out all your things there. Regenerative braking, I've got it on high. Charging discharge, port mount immobilizer, enable energy consumption. That gives you an idea of, so my cumulative average is 25.9, probably over the duration of the vehicle. I think that one probably is. So there we go. You can clear data if you want to. Vehicle. We went down these, didn't we? Service, ADAS. So all your warning systems, you can come into here and turn off if you want to. Lane keep and things like that. And I don't think it's really seemed to have changed too much to that, is what I've seen. I've not noticed any. Excuse me a minute. I've not noticed any real change to that. So that's more or less staying the same as it goes. So that's basically it, guys. I mean, there's not an awful lot on here. Most of it seems to have been most of the changes appear to seem to be about adaptive cruise control. So what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to take this out for a run. I have my son with me and he can video me, and we're going to go over all the features and everything, what this adaptive cruise control does now and how much better it is. I get an opportunity to do the emergency side of things, I will, but I can't promise that. It just depends on, obviously, we have to still be safe. Version update, upgrade, software version, okay. View version details. So this was the V2.0. was the latest one that we just put on yesterday. So if you're in the UK, you should be on that, or it should be coming to you soon. But anyway, so as I say, so have a fiddle around with it and see what you think. You know, all that kind of stuff. There's your
please proceed to the highlighted route.
What you call it? There's your maps and everything like that. Let's just see if there's anything changed in settings over here. That's definitely a different layout, which is interesting. Route preferences, isn't that? Route preferences, show all traffic. So you have all the various settings there. So that's quite good. And you've also got your tell you where to charge up. So you've still got all that there, list of where the chargers are in the local area. Let's see if we can do a long distance run and see if it gives you right. Okay, so it says here two chargers, follow the recommended route, and it says 2 chargers. Looks like you're going to charge once, but let's have a look at trip summary, see what it says. So it reckons you would need to, well, I've got 41%, so it's wanting me to stop at a BP Pulse in Deutrich, Birmingham area. Reckons I'll get there with 12%, and I can charge up to 70%, which would then take me on to a Lidl's, which wouldn't be very ideal, by the way, in Liverpool. So giving you some kind of planning there. Don't know how good it is, but it does give you some pictures of it, the area kind of thing, which is interesting. Anyway, so that's your maps. Let's go back to some of these tiles then and have a look. So yeah, so you can bring all these forward, and then of course you can just click on whatever you want. Let's go back to the themes a minute and see what themes we've got. The wallpapers as well. So the wallpapers have changed as well, so you can have some different wallpapers. That's interesting. So let's have that. Let's apply that one. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? So we've got some nice graphics on here now. That's really interesting. That's quite nice. And then, as I say, you can bring into here whatever you need. So you've got your main ones, which are here, which is for radio and all the rest of it. Actually, I like my radio to be on these tiles. I don't know if it's on there. Let's have a look. I could probably get rid of browser, to be fair. I think I really need that. So what I can do is if I come along to here, come in here, there is tubes there, DAB radio. So what I can do is get rid of that one and bring that in, because that's my radio. So, and then if you just touch the screen, you don't have to back up or anything, just touch the screen, it goes back to the original and it saves whatever settings you made. That's quite good as well. I like my DAB radio, so I can just click on that, brings me into the radio, and I can select my list and see what I want to have on, and everything like that. Press the back button to go back, whether to quit DAB or not. Yeah. Calm radio is still there. I did show you in a previous video how to bring up these arrangements that you see on here. You can you actually play things from other sources and still have this nice background, these live backgrounds coming up, which is another tip I gave you last time. You got all this here, so you can keep changing the stuff how you want it. Got your Spotify there. Back out of there. Spotify, you know, you can arrange this how you want. You might want this clear and not just stick to the main. These ones seem to be here all the time. All these ones, but yeah, you get the picture. So you can set your home and work in there. Well, that's quite handy, really, because You could literally get into the car and just press work if you've got it set on your map already, and it just navigate you straight to work. So I quite like that. But like I say, so there's not huge changes over here, but it's just aesthetically a bit better. And I have seen in the C Line 7, I think it was the C Line 7 anyway, I did actually see that things had changed on there for that. So I was hoping that we would get those updates ourselves, and we seem to. So the good thing is that if you've got a 2023 BYD Atto 3 like I have, the good thing is as new models come out and new cars come out, you know that they are future proofing. BYD are future proofing. This I'm going to commend BYD for big time. Yeah, because I am quite hard on them on the charging. I do realise this, and I get a lot of messages about it. You know, oh, you're always picking on the BYD for its charging. Well, it charges poorly, yeah. But at the end of the day, I will commend BYD where I think they're excelling in. And these continuous software updates. I mean, this is the third one I've had now in about a month. If this continues to be the way they're moving forward, and keep on, improving things on your vehicle, that's what it's all about. That's what Tesla do, and other companies as well. And I think it's really important for Chinese companies in particular to be competitive like that, because there are so many great software cars out there now, coming out of China, that it's really important that the BYD keep that sort of standard up. So I'm really impressed with that. I have to be honest. We'll go out tomorrow. We'll have a look at the adaptive cruise control. I've never been a great lover of the adaptive cruise control on here. I find it gets up to speed too quickly. So when you're merging onto a motorway or something and you set it for 70, it doesn't build up slowly. It just roars to that speed. And the idea now with a lot of the adaptive cruise controls is that they build up in a linear way, because you don't want to feel like you're out of control of the vehicle, you know what I mean? So, but we'll see what changes they've made, because they're meant to have dialed in quite a bit on that. So we'll go out tomorrow. We'll be working off of this, the adaptive cruise control section, and we'll see how it kind of performs. So there's something to look forward to there on the next video. But that's it then, guys. So we've downloaded the latest software updates. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe if you can, and please share it with your friends. If you know someone with a BYD Atto 3, please do share them my channel. I've got so many videos on this car on the channel. I've probably got about 60 now, covering all different aspects of this car. So I like to think in the UK I'm one of the most prolific actually in terms of this particular vehicle for doing the videos. But yeah, so you should be able to find something that you want on there quite easily. But thank you for joining me for this one. So a good update from a UI perspective. Aesthetically looks much better, and as I say, you can get to everything down here so much quicker and easier. That's I like that as well. So well done BYD for that. So catch you on the next one, guys, and it'll probably be the next video after this one will probably be that one with the adaptive cruise control or anything. I don't know if I've got another one coming up on the Skoda before that. I might do, but very soon you'll be able to see that one. So anyway, thanks for tuning into this one, guys, and catch you on the next one.